You let other women make a fool of you. Why don't you do right?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the National Timely Action Hour. This is the show where we talk about everything from comic books to action figures and everything in between. My name is Aidan, and I hope that you're doing well today. So in this video, I want to do an unboxing and review of this McFarlane Toys DC Direct Cheetah, based on the original Golden Age version, Priscilla Rich. And this figure comes with a reprinted copy of Crisis on Infinite Earths number 9, famously the cover that features all of the villains. And if you'd like to see my 12-part review of each issue of the 12-part series, I'll leave a link to my Crisis on Infinite Earths playlist. So, like I said, this is McFarlane Toys DC Direct. And here we have all of the logos and information. And this is not for children under the age of 12 years. But I say this with all of the figures I review because I only review figures made by McFarlane Toys or Hasbro. Specifically DC Direct and Hasbro's Marvel Legends and Star Wars The Black Series, but I really enjoy the packaging that they come up with because it's very classy in my opinion, and I really appreciate the presentation of it, even though I'm going to open up the toy and play with it. But I just think it looks very good. So here we have a closer look at the figure in the bubble. And I am very pleased with the painting. And in terms of accessories, she comes with 2 extra hands, one for her right, one for her left, as well as 2 extra face plates that can be changed out from the one that is already on the body. But let's open this up and look at the articulation. Alright, so here we have the figure out of the box. It came already posed, so I'm just gonna set it back to normal. And each McFarlane Toys DC Direct figure also comes with a stand so that you can have the figure standing up on it, as well as a trading card with a picture from a specific comic book, the same comic that's packaged in here, as well as just, you know, general information about the character. But I really like how this came together. Now, like I said, this is based on the Golden Age version, so not the one that people are familiar with if you've only read comics since, you know, the 90s up until now, or if you've only seen the movie and are interested in learning more about the history of Wonder Woman. Now, Wonder Woman, obviously one of my favorite superheroes, my favorite DC heroes being Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. I also like Green Lantern and The Question, but since Cheetah is Wonder Woman's arch-nemesis and I already have the McFarlane Toys DC Direct Golden Age Wonder Woman, I figured I need to get more villains, I need to get more female characters, and I already have the Wonder Woman that goes with this, so it was a no-brainer. But going over the articulation, it is pretty standard. She can turn her head 360 degrees, look down, look up, tilt her head side to side, and we have the arm rotation all the way around, can stretch her elbow, her deltoid out, and then there's a cut at the deltoid so you can spin her arm around this way. Double jointed elbows, ball joint at the wrist so you can spin that around, tilt it, and bend it. butterfly joints, so she has a lot more range of motion for her arms. There's the leg kick, going out that bit, and then kicking back. Double jointed knees. There's also a ball joint on the foot, so you can spin that around, bend it, tilt it, and then there's the hinge at the toes. And then there is an ab crunch, which can't move much, but still, you know, you get a little bit more motion there. And her tail does not move, but that's fine by me. And that is everything in terms of articulation. I did watch another person's review of this, and I'm sorry, it's been a while, so I can't remember the channel name, but I'll leave a link to it. And he said that this figure reuses a body from a Catwoman figure, and now that I have it in my hands, I do see where her boots would have been, but I'm fine with reusing a body if it worked with that figure, because A, they're both feline characters. Oh, also she can do the splits. But I'm fine with reusing a body from a different figure if it suits the needs, and you know, if it's cost effective and just suits the character. And in this case, I think it does. But I just wanted to get that out of the way in case someone is watching this and has both figures and noticed this themselves, and I just wanted to share the, you know, work of another creator. But I really like the painting for the leopard, for the cheetah spots. She just has a solid yellow bodysuit with the brown spots, and I mean, that's just what the character looks like, so you know, you're already getting bonus points there. And I really like the detail of the claws. I think that looks very good. Now, taking a look at the standard face that comes right out of it, this is a stern expression, which is suitable. Like I said, you get a couple of other face plates and 2 extra hands. You get a smirking face and one where she's baring her teeth. Or one could say that she's snarling and baring her teeth. However you want to go over the semantics, but I really like the articulation, and I really like the posability and the paint applications. So I have a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being horrible and 10 being amazing. So she's already looking very positive. Now let's cut over to my desk so we can do a size comparison with other figures that I have and get a closer look. Now, before I actually do the size comparison portion of this video, I just wanted to do a closer look at the figure, and I have the stand attached to the foot. So as we can see here, the paint looks very nice, and the sculpting is very well done as well. Like I said, this is reusing a body from a Catwoman figure, which I'm okay with, but you know, I would have preferred perhaps a different sculpt, just to differentiate Cheetah and Catwoman, since they are cat-themed villainesses. But I really like this face sculpt. Now, in terms of accessories, here is the trading card. It has the drawing by George Perez, Cheetah from Earth 2, and if you'd like to pause the video to read this, feel free to do so. But it's a well-made card, you know, standard cardstock. but I like the graphic design of the back. And it comes with a copy of Crisis on Infinite Earths, issue number 9, originally published in December of 1985, and the DC Comics logo. I like how they went back to the DC logo that they adopted in the 70s and had up until 2001 or 2002. But I grew up in the 2000s, so I really appreciate the logo that they had from 2002 up until 2011 when they rebooted. But flipping to the back, we have solicitations for a Superman figure, a Wonder Woman figure, and a figure of the Flash. And here's some of that gorgeous George Perez artwork, and some well-written text box is by Marv Wolfman. But if you'd like more in-depth, then check out my review of issue number 9. And then taking a closer look at the other accessories, we get 2 extra face plates and 2 extra hands for either side. Here we have a snarling face where Priscilla is baring her teeth. She's getting ready to pounce on Wonder Woman or Wonder Girl. And this is the back, so this plugs into the head, and that's how you swap them out so easily. And here we have a sly, smirking face. And Priscilla Rich in the comics is a beautiful actress, and this sculpt captures that 1940s film star look that she had, because she was a movie star in the 40s when she first appeared, and that was her origin forever, because there's a different Cheetah post-Crisis. And for a brief period from the mid-70s to the mid-80s, Priscilla's niece Deborah was the second Cheetah, but that's on Earth 1. This is the Cheetah from Earth 2. And here is one of the other hands that comes along with it. But taking one last look at this before we do the size comparison portion, like I said, I just can't stress enough how I really appreciate them for A, doing a Golden Age Cheetah, for B, doing a Golden Age Cheetah so well, and C, you know, the touches of the makeup, you know, her lipstick, her blush, her eyelash curls, the way that her eyebrows look, her eyes are a bit difficult to see, but they are painted very well. I mean, she just looks like Veronica Lake or, you know, Lauren Bacall in a cheetah costume, which, to be frank, is how Harry G. Peter drew her when he created her back in the 40s, but still. The tail. Now for the size comparison portion of this video, let's start off by having the cheetah standing next to another jungle-themed comic book supervillain. Here we have her standing next to Kraven the Hunter. This is a Hasbro Marvel Legends production based on Spider-Man the Animated Series. Now, since it is a different company, the proportions are different, although it does look like Kraven is slightly taller than her, which canonically would make sense, but I'm actually honestly surprised that a Hasbro figure is taller than a McFarlane Toys figure. But another animal-themed Spider-Man villain from that same line is Black Cat. And yeah, Cheetah is taller than Felicia. but that is completely fine by me. For another Hasbro Marvel Legends figure, this is from their Beyond Earth's Mightiest line. Here we have the Incredible Hulk, based on his appearance in The Incredible Hulk #1. But this is the tallest action figure that I own, so obviously he's going to tower above her, but here is the actual side by side. His full face is not even in frame, but that's just because I have to angle the camera. But anyway, a couple more Hasbro figures that I want to compare it to. So the last figure I did is the Marvel Legends Green Goblin, based on the Spider-Man the Animated Series. And since Wonder Woman and Spider-Man are my two favorite superheroes, or at least two of my favorite superheroes, that having their arch-nemesis standing next to each other is a dream come true, because that is just awesome. Now, two more Hasbro figures, but this time from their Star Wars The Black Series line. Let's have her standing next to Han Solo from Return of the Jedi. This is during his their incursion on the forest moon of Endor. But again, different line, so she is taller, but that is fine by me. I also swapped out her right hand for the declawed version, and I put the smirking face plate on. Yeah, that looks absolutely gorgeous. And for the final Hasbro figure, we have from their Star Wars The Black Series, Commander Bakura from Revenge of the Sith. This is the clone commander who killed Ki-Adi-Mundi. And again, different line and different company, so there is a significant height difference, but that is fine. Now, there are just two more figures that I want to do a comparison of. The first being Green Lantern, Guy Gardner, also from McFarlane Toys DC Direct. This is based on his appearance from the 1990s. And this Green Lantern figure also has the face swapping ability. And since it is the same scale and same company producing it, he is taller, which is comic accurate. And I just really like seeing the contrast. And finally, we have La Pièce de Résistance, the McFarlane Toys DC Direct Golden Age Wonder Woman. We all knew I was gonna do this. I just wanted to save the best for last. Now, since Cheetah is Wonder Woman's archenemy, that's why I wanted to get this figure. A, so I could have a cool villain, and B, so I could have her posing next to Wonder Woman and have them fighting. But I absolutely love seeing these two together. That is fantastic, baby. But yeah, that is everything I have for the size comparison portion. Now let's wrap this up by giving my final verdict. Here are the soles of the feet for you freaks. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being horrible and 10 being the best, I am going to have to give this figure a 10 out of 10. because I really, really enjoy the sculpting and I really, really enjoy the paint. It comes with several accessories that I will use. I'm going to swap out the hands and I'm going to swap out the faces. And I just think that this is a fantastic action figure. It moves very well. It represents the character accurately, and it just suits my needs for when I finally put up a display of all my action figures. I'm going to have her posing in all of these cool different forms, and then I'm going to take her off the shelf and play with her, have her attack my Wonder Woman figure. Just everything I've ever wanted in a figure based on the Golden Age version of Cheetah. I mean, the only legitimate complaint that one could really say is that the boots are a bit off-putting, but I understand that this is the first time that they did a, you know, pre-crisis version of Cheetah, and the fact that they reused parts from a Catwoman figure is fine by me, because again, both cat themed villains, so it doesn't really bother me, but I understand why someone would complain about that. But I just think that this figure is well worth the price. I believe this was a regular priced figure at my local GameStop. So obviously you should do your own due diligence before making a purchase, but this is just my honest thoughts and my recommendations as a fan of Wonder Woman and as a collector myself. So that is everything I have for you today in this video. If you enjoyed it, then please click the like button. And if you're new to my show, want to check out more action figure content, then please subscribe and ring the bell to be notified when I post new videos. Please share this with your friends if they're interested in this sort of content. And in the description of the video, I'll leave a link to my social media profile. So if you'd like to send me a message or stay up to date with my channel, then please consider checking me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and Discord. And please leave a comment suggesting any future videos you'd like to see, and let me know what you think about this figure if you own one yourself, or if you are interested, then feel free to share that. And in the description, I'll also leave a link to my Patreon page and merch store, so if you'd like to support this show financially, I'd greatly appreciate that. And I'll also leave a link to my podcast, so if you'd like to listen to me discuss the same topics but don't have time to watch a video, please consider subscribing and sharing that with your friends as well. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Once again, my name is Aiden, and I sincerely hope that you all have a wonderful day. Goodbye.